Yes, we are arrived in this moment in which we can meet again today. It's a moment that you were been with the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH. Yeah, we meet again here today on this emission, which is every Saturdays and Fridays, which it's a moment that I have given to you. So now it's time. So we are going to be here together to glorify beloved YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. Glory be to both of them forever only. Yeah, so we are in this moment. So I mentioned YAHOSHUAH's grace to all of you who are following and listening the continuation of the teaching, which you are going to listen on the radio and also on the TV, internet. Yeah, the local TV, there is a problem, so it doesn't work now. That is because of the Jirama. It's always the power supplier always cutting, so we don't know what to do. But now we are arrived on this moment that you were with YAHOSHUAH. Okay, so you can follow on the radio internet and TV internet, on Malagasy radio as well. So you can follow through all of these, through all the all of I have mentioned. Okay, so what I am going to tell you today, the thing that Elia is going to tell you today, is about the fact of holding on, standing firm, especially on this complicated moment, which is what is happening around the world, the global situation. Last Tuesday, I taught you and explained to you, like, how is this end day? And we are going to continue it a bit for today. But what I really want to tell you is the words that has been explained to you, which is about the book of Luke chapter 21 that we have read at the time, and we're going to read it again for today. Luke chapter 21, we're going to take a look at it, verse 11. So if I remember, we have stopped there. There will be great earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places, and fearful events and great signs from heaven. So yeah, we are going to start the words from there. This declaration is a declaration in the Holy Kingdom, in the kingdom where there is no sin, and also preaching the fact of being no longer sinners, and people who follow that never sin anymore. But those who sin on purpose, they have done that in their will. Like Judas, he has betrayed the truth, and it's his will that he has chosen to do that. And if it's you choose to do that, there is nothing to do. That's why they are devils. When the children of God has got a meeting, the devils has also entered in that. There will be a great earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places, and fearful events and great signs from heaven. That word says, in this end time, there will be a great earthquake. It won't be a slight earthquake, but there will be great earthquakes, a great earthquake. So it is something huge. So it doesn't just happen like ordinary that you have seen, but it will be something different. It's not the earthquake that you always hear, like there is an earthquake here and there, but no, it will be different, because here it is emphasized there will be a great earthquakes. Great earthquakes. So, it's you who are listening to that words who think ahead. And if you are despising that, don't complain. Don't murmur when that hits you. But everyone who wants to despise that words, okay, like they're like, earthquake is usual for us. Yeah, because you haven't got it, and that's why you do that. But when you are hit by it, don't complain, and you're going to be swollen by the earth. But that is that proves everything which happens on this on your earth in French version. So it is there will be great earthquakes. That is not a small or slight earthquake like ordinary or usual earthquake, but a great earthquakes. That means that it's a huge earthquake in various places. Famines and pestilences, that is diseases, pandemic and famines. And we're going to continue it. Yes, it is still in the French version. And fearful events, there will be fearful events. So as the MS of YAHOSHUAH ZYADYAHA Elia, the messenger of that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH says that is declaring everything before all things. But that YAHVAH doesn't do anything unless he says his thought to the prophet and his servant. So as I said it here, I declare it here, there will be fearful events. There will be fearful events. That means that there is something which is really, it's really complicated and terrible. It's really terrible. Terrible means you will not support anymore to see it or to feel it. You cannot support to think about it. You cannot bear it. You cannot bear hearing it. Fearful and terrible events. And great signs from heaven. There are great signs from heaven. So it's above your head. And you're going to see something which is really complicated above there. That is the meaning. So that's what the Holy Scripture says. If you are looking to all the words, I have read it in French as well. It's a fearful event and great signs from heaven. And you may say, we haven't seen it yet. Okay, so that is... Once you see it, so remember these words and go and repent if you still can, if you are still able. Yeah, for Madagascar, people in Madagascar, it's only those people who didn't speak ill, but they just listen and did nothing. They still have chance. But for those who have cussing to the teaching of YAHOSHUAH and you have cussed to Elia, you cannot enter here. And you may say, who's going to enter into you? But we are waiting for your what you say, and you cannot come here as well. You small humans, you're trying to speak to bad mouth to your Creator. But who told you these words? I quote, never sin anymore. Is that Jesus who always made you sinners? Haven't he always made you sinners? How can he be God and he made you sinners? And after he said that he is a creator, you were created by sinners. But for us, that is never. We are created by the one who said, never sin anymore. And he hates sins. That is the proof. And for all the people who are convinced with that words, which is that the true God, with the true God, you never sin and God hates sins. If you are convinced with that and you want to get along with that, go and run to come to the Church of YAHOSHUAH, where Elia is in, and write your name for the baptism. So that is the order and the words for you. That is the order and words that I give you. Go and write your name for the baptism. It's in the church of YAHOSHUAH, where there is YAHVAH Elia, who is the one speaking to you right now. And you can see him on the picture if you're watching the TV when the local TV is working. So on the internet, it never cuts. So look head on the internet and watch it out, because my picture is in there. So that is what I tell you. And if you're convinced with what I taught you, because the truth is, it's something from the righteous people, which is the truth. But words from declaration from sinners are from devils, and it won't be true at all. But even Father YAHVAH is going to destroy them all. Even you are going to be all destroyed. So what are you going to say? But the words on this earth, on your earth planet, from the above until this until below, everything that YAHVAH has said through Elia is the only one which must sit up on this earth, and that must be emphasized clearly. It's only the words that Elia has brought up, which brings the words of that YAHVAH, the true God, who said, I hate sinners. I hate sinners and I don't listen to sinners. And according to the whole words of God, sinners haven't seen him and haven't known him. So whom these sinners sow and sin, they haven't known God and they haven't seen God. You have to be all conscious about that words. You have to measure yourself. You have to measure the way you have already been through. So where are you in this truth? Okay, let's read on the verse 12. So these things will come, so get ready. But before all this, they will seize you and persecute you. They will hand you over the synagogues and put you on prison, and you will be brought before kings and governors, and all on account of my name. So when this hasn't happened yet, there will be a persecution for you. And that has happened to the disciples of YAHOSHUAH. They were seized and they were killed at the end. And these words have been through to these words. So this thing is was happening in the past, but there will be something that will happen also in the future. But these things has happened to the apostles, and the apostles has gone. It's been 2,000 years. They have they are done. They are dead. So you have to get ready for this. But before all this, verse 13. And so you will bear testimony to me. And YAHOSHUAH has given instruction on 14, but make up your mind not to worry beforehand how you will defend yourselves. Verse 15, for I will give you words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict. That means that every word that YAHOSHUAH is going to give to the people, they cannot be gone against, and they cannot be resisted and contradicted. So that is the instruction that YAHOSHUAH has given to this end day. So it will be a word which no one cannot be resist, and it's a true word, and it destroys all the adversaries, because thanks to the truthness of the words. So I'm going to repeat again, for I will give you words and wisdom. So that means that when someone follow YAHOSHUAH from the beginning to the end, and they are fighting so hard for the truth and holiness, and they have paid back the blood of YAHOSHUAH, as long as they didn't accept until the end, until they have paid back the blood of YAHOSHUAH, and they hold the fact that they never sin anymore. And whoever glorify YAHOSHUAH when the end day occurs, here is what YAHOSHUAH said: I will give you words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict. So that's why I say to the people who are contradict the words of Elia. What do you say? It's you sinners who's going to talk against me? So what will you bring up? And if you're not a sinner, you should not fight against me, but you are fighting against me. That means that you are sinners. How can people who are not a sinner fight against Elia? Even what they should do is they should join Elia. But as long as you say that I'm going to contradict Elia, that means that you are sinners. And people who are happy that being no more sinners are happy, they're helping Elia, not helping devils. They're helping Elia. And they are supporting this holy kingdom. But I am telling to you, what have you done to the devils or so much? It's up to you if you still keep supporting devils. But I have told you that. Verse 16, Luke chapter 21, verse 16. You will be betrayed even by parents, brothers and sisters, relatives and friends, and they will put some of you to death. So these things will happen, will occur. Everyone will hate you because of me, my name. Yes, that's normal. Because the fake gods were judged and saved. So that's why you will be hated. Whether you hate Elia, whether you join Elia, that is the only thing that you can do. If you were hating me, so keep hating me. But I'm not going to be distracted with that. You must do that. But if you are convinced to join Elia, you have to know what you should do. Go and write your name for the baptism and join Elia in the church where there is Elia. In Madagascar and Tenerife, it's in Ambudapetu. But in another regions, it's in the church of YAHOSHUAH. In abroad, it's in the church where there is the church of YAHOSHUAH. So follow on the internet, and you're going to listen, and you are going to hear all the instructions. Yeah, you can listen to you can write your name through WhatsApp. There is a number here, so you have to take it down. Okay, let's continue on the verse 18. But not of hair of your head will perish. Stand firm and you will win life. That means that you have to always stand firm, because not a hair of your head will perish. Okay, in other words, your hair is counted. They are being counted. So you don't have to worry about anything, even about your hair. But it's the fact that you stand firm, that your life will be kept. It's the fact that you stand firm. So you have to stand firm. You have to resist, because it's really the fact of holding on that you have. It's that being stand firm that you have, and required from you that you're going to get the victory, and your life will be kept. You have to stand firm. So from now on, then, you have to stand firm and trust to the words. You always trust to the words. Always obey to the words of Elia. I have taught you all the truth and holiness, and people who follow us never sin anymore. Those who follow that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH, that YAHVAH who created all visible thing or invisible thing. YAHVAH is his name. He is the creator. Glory be to him forever. Okay, let's continue the thing which happened to the apostles, because there are two things here. The one is what's happening during their time, and now it's what is happening here. When you see Jerusalem being surrounded by armies, you will know that its desolation is near. Its desolation is near. So that is happening in the General Titus, the general of Roman, who destroyed the Jerusalem temple, and yeah, he destroyed Jerusalem completely. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. That means that at that time Israel will be said to flee, because there will be again the destruction for Israel. It is going to happen, and Israel must be will be destroyed. I have taught you, I have explained that to you. That is what is written in the in the Ezekiel's book, which is happening in the Armageddon. Okay, let's take a look at that. The fact of destroying Israel. So it is talking about the destruction of Israel. That's why Israel is messed up and they don't know what to do anymore, because they're entering in these words. Yeah, Gentiles are going to hit them, which is led by Russia. That's why I say to you, American, don't fight against Russia. You, NATO, don't fight against them, because they cannot be fight against, because the words of Father YAHVAH in the Sefer Torah of Jews from the book of prophets says, it says that yes, because his words, you cannot go against its word, and Russia must rise to destroy Israel, whether they like it or not. And we know that Russia is joined by Arabs, and they are not happy with what Israelis are doing, and it's obvious that Russia must attack Israel, and everyone will join them, those who are not happy towards Israel. Okay, let's read that words. We're going to read the book in the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 38. Okay, so we're going to follow these words that they're going to attack. This world is going to attack Jerusalem, and we are already saying that. But let's take a look at the prophet before YAHOSHUAH, because YAHOSHUAH is the last prophet in Israel, and now it is finished by Eliah. Eliah is in another nation, so that the words is applying, saying the island waits for his law, and that island is going to give law to Gentiles to follow, and it's Eliah who has given that law, which you are hearing right now. Okay, so Ezekiel chapter 38, verse from the verse 1. The words of YAHVAH came to me, Son of man, set your face against Gog of the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Yeah, these are the country in the north part, which are being mentioned here. Yeah, I'm going to explain it to you next time, but they're all about the north countries. Yeah, there is a country where they really come from, but next time I'm going to give you here are the countries. But yeah, we are not going to, because if I'm doing it today, it's we're going to waste time. But they are the septentrion, they're in the north, and on the map, on the world map, it's Russia, which is the northmost part, and Meshech, Tubal, prophecy against him. Yeah, so it is proof that Russia is from the inmost north part. Yeah, and say, this is what the sovereign YAHVAH says: I am against you, Gog, chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. So Father YAHVAH is going to hit them. The reason is they attack Israel. I am giving you the answer right away. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws. That means that Russia is going to be hooked to get out, because this Gog, the prince of Russia, doesn't want to come out, and he's the next Russian president. I will bring you out with your whole army. Yeah. I will put hooks in your jaws. Yeah, that means that that is someone who doesn't want to come out. So it's Russia. Even though this world are provoking him, he doesn't want to fight. But it's so dangerous if he is fighting. You American, you are nothing towards Russia. It's like a baby. You are like a baby fighting against them. I don't know what to compare anymore, but it's like a toddler, a 5 years toddler, and fighting against someone who is 22 years old. That is the picture. But Russia is just pretending to be dead. Why they're doing so? Because it's like human. They prefer to die tomorrow rather than today. So if today Russia is going to come out, they are destroyed, because all the words of Father YAHVAH are going to be applied. That's why he doesn't want to come out. He doesn't want to appear. They pretend to be dead. That's why everyone are surprised. Yeah, Russia is pretending to be a loser, but don't believe in that. Russia, they cannot lose against anyone. They are based. They cannot be weakened. They don't want to be distracted, but they just keep going on with what they are doing. Weapon, you cannot challenge with what they have in their hand. They are just laughing at American who have made nuclear bomb. You don't have anything such as they have. Even nuclear bomb, they have. Yeah. In case you were wrong address, but they have something really different. They have another technology, extraterrestrial technology, and nuclear bomb. They're just laughing at them. In case you think that it kills, I don't tell that. I don't tell you that it is it can kill, but they have something worse, which is the things that American and NATO don't have. But they only have one, and they have something which the others cannot have, and the one who has that is Gog, and that thing is already exist. The thing that I am telling to you, that is the saying, I will put hooks in your jaws and bring you out. Yeah, so it's like a donkey. So they are going to be hooked and pulled out, because he doesn't want to get out. He doesn't want his day finishing, because when he come out, he is going to destroy everything towards them and on their way, and he's going to be destroyed also. So he doesn't want to be in that stage. And don't say that Russia doesn't have any strength. I am telling you, you were dumb if you say that. I am direct. You were dumb, because you don't know what is behind. And you may say, do you know? Because I am saying that, I know it, and I am telling you the truth. I have instructed you, but if you don't believe, yeah, you're going to see it. Okay, keep going on, and we're going to see what happens. And when we see what is been happening, and tell me the answer. For example, I've given you the words: don't fight American and NATO. Don't fight against Russia. Don't fight against Russia. But Russia cannot fight against Russia. You cannot win against Russia. And even YouTube didn't want to accept it. They didn't accept it. And on the comment, there are lots of criticism and lots of words going against me. How can you be truth? You were a fool person. And I was like, okay, you're going to see. But when this happens, come to me. But we know that NATO cannot win against Russia, because they all use American weapon, and they have American. In Ukraine, there are NATO army and American army, and they just pretend like the war is not declared. They just pretend to be dead. Yeah, in Ukraine, the war is already declared, and it has exploded. It's a land to make a demonstration, but Russia has managed to fight, and Russia has sent the oceanic missiles, but he hasn't continued anymore. Yeah, he hasn't continued to send that too much, but that is the destruction that Russia has done. However, that is nothing compared to what he has in his hand. And if the American president hears what I say, he didn't want to get in trouble with them. And you may ask, why don't they destroy Ukraine? That is their grandpa. They're not happy with Ukraine fighting against them. It's their grandpa, but this NATO forced them, and Russia don't know what to do. But it's their grandpa, so they must kill because of the foolishness of these Americans. Even they say that is not good, but that is it. It's grandpa fighting with his grandson. And you know that it's the grandson who wins. How can a grandpa win against a grandson? And the grandson is already big, not a kid. Okay, let's continue. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws, and bring you out with your whole army, your horses, your horsemen fully armed, and a great horde with large and small shields, all of them brandishing their swords. Persia, and Persia is Iranian at the moment, and American cannot fight against Iranian. Who can fight against them? Yeah, they also have got atomic bomb. They also have. That's why the American and the others don't know what to do, because if they strike with the bomb, they're going to reply back. Joining him, Persia, Ethiopian. Yeah, this thing is already taught by the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH before, but I am repeating that. And it was already taught by the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH, myself, in 2003. And the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH said clearly, Ethiopia will rise and they're going to be strong and they're going to be fat. They're going to be huge. Ethiopian in 2003 are really a skeleton. They are a skeleton alive. They are poor, very poor when that words came out. But at the moment of speaking, because we have passed over them, when as we have broadcasted in the emission Let's Travel emission, you have seen how strong is Ethiopia. And you have seen how strong is Ethiopia. Because they become the first power in Africa, They have a Boeing plus 200. They have hundreds of airplanes. I don't remember if it's a 130 or 150. I don't remember. But that is so many. No one in Africa has such Boeing airplanes. And even in European country, some of these countries cannot win against Ethiopia for that. Yeah, the Ethiopian, which becomes really powerful now, they are with Russia. Apart from Iranian and Ethiopia, yeah, in African, there is also the BRICS. In BRICS, there is South Africa. And we already know about South Africa and America, the problem between them at the moment. The African country begins to have problem against NATO. We have seen the problem with Algeria and France, and between Africa and France, and also American, they are leaving them, and now they are joining Russia. All of these things are taught in 2003. I mean, in May 2003, and that has been taken down on the teaching of the people who followed the HFF radio. And it's in May 2003 that teaching has come out. And the witness of that is the small lambs of YAHOSHUAH who have prayed from that time. And that is in their copy book. And those who are with these Russia are Libya and Gomer. They all with shield and helmet. Also Gomer with all its troops. Yeah, Gomer, all these northeast countries. The Beth to Garma from the far north with all its troops. So these Gomer and the Togarmah, they are the north parts, and they're and also the northeast. Yeah, these surrounding Russia, like Mongol. Yeah, these countries which are surrounding Russia. There is a country. Let me take a look at it. Okay, let me take a look at it, because I have said it to you. So let me look for it, and I'm going to give it to you. Okay, let me look at the map. There is Afghanistan. They are also north. If you're taking Israel as the center, so they are north. Kazakhstan, Georgia. That's why Ukraine, they don't accept that NATO get Ukraine. They're not going to accept that to the end. So it's a foolishness for Lithuania or Finland to get away from Russia. That is a foolishness. Yeah, there are lots of countries in the north. Yeah, like Mongolia. Yeah, China is in the eastern, but they are still in the north. From Israel. Yeah, they are north, but in the northeastern. So they are involved in that. But when we are talking about north, there must be a reference to be taken. So it's Israel. So all the north are Turkey, Georgia, yeah, these are in the yeah. So that is the north, which is facing the eastern. But on the west, they are NATO, which are the adversaries of Russia. So Togarmah, we have seen that. So African Arabs, the Asians country, and the Eastern country, they are among. So listen, in the verse 6, also Gomer with its all troop, and Beth Togarmah from the north, far north, will all its troops, the many nations with you. Get ready, be prepared, you and all the hordes gathered about you, and take command of them. Whether you like it or not, Russia must lead this world, and you American must fall down. You must collapse. You cannot be the world gendarme, and even you are getting out of that. Look at how fool are you, American. You were fighting against Mexico, against Panama, against Greenland, you were fighting against your friend NATO. You were fighting against everyone. That means that you were destroying yourself. The things that America is doing is so bad, and that is also the words of God which is being applied, and they're fighting against their name, and they're fighting against Canada. However, Canada is so close to them, and it's a huge country, and he's fighting against them, and he said that you must join him, you must get closer to him. You see, it happens automatically. That's why I say to you, the destruction of this world is automatically occurring, and it happens automatically. That's why I asked you, who orders your mind? Father YAHVAH commands the mind, and that is the Father. YAHOSHUAH is his son, and it's these two great God, beloved YAHVAH and his son YAHOSHUAH. You cannot fight against them. They are the creator. They have created you. They have created your mind. And they have created everything which is visible and non-visible. How can you fight against them? You are just wasting your energy fighting against them. What you can do is negotiate with them, make peace with them. I say to you that they are beasts. And you say that you were believers and you hold the Bible. So how does it come that you don't know this Holy Scripture? It's normal that you don't know that, because it's sinners who taught you, and that's why you don't know anything. But Elias arrived from the heaven of heavens, sent by beloved YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH. And everyone who follows him never sin anymore. The one who said also never sin anymore. So don't listen to those who make you sin. So don't listen to them. But this is what the true God said.